Karen's jackhammer screamed like a banshee on steroids, tearing through my driveway at 7 a.m. By noon, she'd turned my front yard into a post-apocalyptic quarry. She wasn't just my neighbor. She was a self-proclaimed DIY queen with a vendetta against my eyesore concrete. Last week's HOA meeting had been her breaking point. Me unapproved driveway stain job sent her into a tirade about neighborhood standards. Now, she stood triumphant, dust-covered, as chunks of my property flew like shrapnel. I watched from my porch, coffee cold, jaw clenched, neighbors whispering behind me. Nobody stopped her. Nobody dared. Karen wasn't always like this. She'd moved in 2 years ago, all smiles and casseroles. But something snapped when her perfect lawn lost the Yard of the Month title. She started policing mailboxes, hedges, even kids' chalk drawings. My driveway, with its experimental red stain, was her final straw. She'd warned me, "Fix it, or I will." I laughed it off. Big mistake. Now, the jackhammer's roar drowned out reason, and the air smelled faintly of sulfur. I didn't know it yet, but Karen had just cracked open a gas line running under our street. The first sign of trouble came when Mrs. Nguyen's dog collapsed, panting oddly. Then, a neighbor's car wouldn't start. Karen, oblivious, kept hammering, shouting about community pride. I stormed over, yelling, "Karen, stop. You're wrecking more than my driveway." She scoffed, eyes wild. "You should thank me. This is progress." Progress? My yard looked like a war zone. The crowd grew, phones out, voices rising. Someone called the fire department. Sirens wailed in the distance, but Karen didn't flinch. She was a one-woman demolition crew, fueled by righteousness. Then it hit. A low hiss, like a snake uncoiling, rose from the ground. The smell of gas choked us. Karen froze, jackhammer stalling. "What's that?" she muttered, finally noticing the panic. A neighbor screamed, "Gas." She hit the line. Faces paled. Kids were yanked indoors. I grabbed Karen's arm, pulling her back. "You've gone too far," I shouted. Her bravado cracked, eyes darting to the fractured earth. The hiss grew louder, a ticking bomb under our feet. Fire trucks screeched to a halt, firefighters barking orders. Karen stammered, "I didn't know, I just wanted it fixed." Chaos erupted. Evacuations began. The gas company shut off the line, but not before half the block lost power. Karen stood alone, jackhammer abandoned, as neighbors glared. She'd endangered us all: pets, kids, homes. The HOA president, usually her ally, tore into her. "You're a menace." Karen's face crumpled. She tried to explain something about taking initiative, but no one listened. I almost pitied her. Almost. My driveway was gone, sure, but her reckless crusade had nearly blown up the neighborhood. She'd crossed a line, and not just the gas one. The aftermath was swift. Karen vanished into her house, blinds drawn. The gas company slapped her with a $20,000 repair bill. The HOA banned her from future meetings. Whispers followed her: lawsuits, fines, maybe even jail. I rebuilt my driveway, plain gray this time, no stains. Neighbors helped, bringing coffee, tools, even apologies for not stopping her sooner. We bonded over the absurdity, the near disaster. Karen's name became a cautionary tale, a warning against unchecked ego. Kids drew jackhammers on sidewalks, giggling. Months later, I saw her packing a U-Haul. She looked smaller, defeated. I approached, unsure why. "Karen," I said, "why didn't you just talk to me?" She met my eyes, voice barely a whisper. I thought I was right. No apology, just raw honesty. She drove off, leaving an empty house and a scarred street. I stood on my new driveway, smooth but soulless. It wasn't about the concrete. It was about trust, shattered like her handiwork. We'd survived Karen's chaos, but the bitter truth lingered. One person's pride can fracture a community, and no jackhammer can fix that.